Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County. I'm privileged to be right here. This is a living legend. You know, it's so much that I can say about this brother right here. Brother, if you could just, before we kick it in, can you introduce the people with your name and tell the name of your business right here?
My name is Umar Sharif. I'm somewhat the board of directors of B&SUN and Salon bookstore. I've been here since 1996, mainly pushing the bookstore, pushing some consciousness to the people that have to be involved.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I gotta jump straight into it because I know you're a busy man, brother. I got the Malcolm X hat on and I thought about the conversation that we had once where you informed me that Malcolm X had said a statement about Jacksonville, Florida. And can you just elaborate and tell the people what he said? Because I'm going to question up behind that.
Well, Brother Malcolm, his visit to Atlanta, Georgia, and from Atlanta, Georgia to Jacksonville, Florida, and when he returned back to the messenger, to report to the messenger, he told the messenger, which is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, told him that Jacksonville was the deadest of the dead. And once the black man in Jacksonville, Florida wake up, the white man is going to be in serious trouble. So it was just, you know, and that stuck with me for a while because I knew that for him to make a statement like that about Jacksonville and Atlanta,
yes, sir.
You know, that's kind of somewhat Georgia and Florida connecting together.
Yes, sir.
And we see that most of the entertainers and the conscious community went to Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
So that says something about Jacksonville.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It says a whole lot that Jacksonville, when I came in the Nation of Islam myself in 1968, there was work to do then. And with you coming from Chicago, you still see that it's somewhat needs more evolved.
Yes, sir.
You know, so I appreciate Brother Malcolm saying that. That's always in my heart. I always put that on social media to kind of to reinform my values and to let the people know who are actually really putting in the work that it's more that we have to do to get in the trenches.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I got to follow up with that question. So when Malcolm said that statement, and I look at the work that you've done in Jacksonville, in this building, you done brought so many people that do lectures and scholars and intellectuals and book writers and black doctors. You brought consciousness and intensified it to Jacksonville. Can you just elaborate to the people on some special known black people that people might be that don't know about who came to this facility?
Well, I really picked up the work with Brother B&SUN and Shadidi. I mean, they actually really was an inspiration to me, and I wasn't much involved, but I do know this, you know, I kept my eye on the positive people movement that Brother B&SUN, he put in the work, you know, and he was a foot soldier, you know, and that he got that from Kwame Ture. A lot of people don't even know that Stokely Carmack and Kwame Ture have been to Jacksonville, you know. Tony Brown have been to Jacksonville, in and out. So it's been a lot of people, you know, that came into Jacksonville, Florida, and brought some people in. But I personally felt like the work that this masjid was doing,
yes,
with so-called Islam at the time, because a lot of people tried to target us with being just Muslims,
yeah,
and not knowing that you have to reach outside of the box. You know, so I took the responsibility and said, okay, well, let's turn the whole thing around. You know, let's see if we bring in people like Dr. Umar Johnson.
Okay,
And
so you brought Dr. Umar
Johnson here,
okay.
This room that we're in right now, Professor Griff,
okay,
Dr. Kaba, Professor Small, Cyrus Wheaton said it,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Said it, and we brought in Dr. Scott Whitaker, and Brother Haru, Queen Neat, we brought her in, and we brought in other scholars.
Okay.
You know, and what it did, it actually really, you know, I felt good about it then, and I feel good about it now. And I felt good about what you were doing, because what it did, it made people knew that we all could work in different places and don't have to work in the same house.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing that I appreciate. I was hoping that a lot of people saw that it wasn't about me or us and them trying to make nobody Muslim. That was out of the equation.
Yeah.
The thing was grab the knowledge and build on it, you know? And anytime any group or any organization drop the ball, it's obvious that we can see what's happening.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? We started missing things when it was right at our fingertips.
Okay.
We was really at the crossroad of really taking Jacksonville, especially when we went to the beach and we're making our presence felt, you know what I'm saying, and taking the entertainers and the speakers, the same speakers, taking them down there, and at the same time making sure that we brought somebody in once or twice a year, which was really, people don't understand, it's a budget when you bring somebody in.
Yes. So you was bringing a lot of out-of-towners. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, brother. What made you put your heart and say, you know what, I want to enlighten my people. I want to uplift my people. Where did that come from?
Well, it started with
because you that's putting your life on the line. That's putting your personal life on the line.
Yeah,
like you choose to give back to your people. What made you want to do all these years? What makes you want to continue to do that to where the people of Jacksonville, Florida can be uplifted and just brought to a better mental state, you know, just to tap into it. What made you want to do that?
where your heart at again.
Yes, sir.
You can't expect to get paid. You know, you're supposed to be, as human beings, we're supposed to be service to the people. That's being real. Don't expect anything. I heard Dr. Jawan Cooper say, when you love a thing enough to win that you're willing to do it and don't get paid. So, you know, it just, in fact about it, Kwame Ture said that when you do something, the people see it, then the people will come and aid you and support you.
Yes.
And they're gonna bring their money when they come.
Yes.
So, you know, the thing is that you got to do it from the heart. You can't expect anybody to give you a pat on the back or expect them. A lot of times, we did programs, nobody didn't even know that I was putting the program on. So a lot of times I did program out of my pocket.
Yes.
If I didn't get no money back, it didn't mean anything.
Yes.
The main thing is that people got the message. I saw a sister inside the Jamaican shop. She said, oh my gosh, she said, brother. She said, you was the brother that brought in Miss Ali. I said, yes. She said, I never forget that. You don't know the impact that had on my life.
Wow. Okay.
And that meant a lot to me. You know, when the sister come in the shop, you know, she started crying, saying, you know, this is where I got my start at. It hurts, you know, inside, because you know that you did something to make somebody else aware of what's happening.
Wow.
They might have been a Christian, they might have been this, they might have been a Buddha, but you did something.
Yeah.
And that's what I put in that type of work because I love it, brother. You know. And even with the move that we're making right now, I'm not gonna stop because it's something you're gifted to do.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? We all have a gift, and the only thing we have to do is cultivate it. You see what I'm saying? So if you spend time cultivating that gift that the Most High give you, then no one can take that away from you.
Yes.
That's good if they don't like it. That means you're doing something right. That means you're doing something right. When people just, you know, saying things about you and go on and do what you got to do. They talked about Brother Malcolm.
Yeah.
They called Brother Malcolm a chief hypocrite.
Yeah.
They talked about Dr. Collins.
Yeah.
They talked about Kwame Ture. They tell you that's not nothing. The
Yeah.
thing that we have to do, that means that you're doing something right, and what you're doing, it have to have meaning to it, and it have to have some effect to it.
Yeah.
So we try to affect people's heart, and the people right in the neighborhood. Whenever we did events, they knew the block was gonna get locked down.
Right.
So, you know me, they say, you can park your car here. You know, you can park your car over here. You can come right into the corner. You can park your car right at the church. Because you move into an area that you think that you have to come in and just blend in. No, you come in and you're supposed to come in the neighborhood and you're supposed to affect the people in the neighborhood.
Yes.
You're supposed to come in the neighborhood where the people in the neighborhood are gonna miss you when you gone. And this is the thing that we have to learn. That I learned this from one of my mentors. He said, well, anytime a person die in a house and that person been dead in that house 3 weeks and nobody don't go and check on them, they mean that person was of no value.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So when you affect people
Right.
gonna come and check on you.
Yes, that's
It's just like you say, well, hey brother, I can't believe this. Somebody gonna come and check. Yeah, people gonna put the word out, but let me come and see for myself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's we here to serve the people, and we can never give that work up until we go in the grave. It doesn't end.
I just gotta ask you this, cause I feel some type of way that you're leaving Jacksonville. You're departing. Everything that you left out here on these streets of impacts our people. Do you feel satisfied for all the work that you have done and dedicated yourself with? Are you satisfied? with the results? Or could it do, you know what I mean, for all the work that you did, are you satisfied with it?
It could have been better.
Yes.
If I had to do it over again, I'd do it over again. But this is the thing, you gotta have brothers around you that think. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah.
You got to have think tanks.
Okay.
And you got to have investors. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You got to have investors. See, the problem that we failed to do, we didn't feed the homeless. We didn't incorporate. We started out doing that.
Right.
But that should have been a goal, and other organizations should have stepped in
Gotcha.
and said, well, hey, look, I'm going to donate. No one can never say that they didn't know about it. All you got to do is go to Facebook.
Yes.
All you have to do is go to Instagram. And you'll see the work that was did with Monroe Street to Pearl Street.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So the thing that I think that well, I'm not satisfied in is that we didn't buy no housing. That. It don't take money to do everything. It take the mental.
Right.
It take the mental. So we had, I admit, if anyone want to say something, we done had the brothers around us that had the mental economic foundation.
Okay. Gotcha.
There's no way in hell you're gonna be around $100,000 house and sit here and you don't grab 2 or 3 of them. I don't care. That means that we just satisfied with just when we was, I take this as an example. We was on Monroe and Jefferson where Miss Mendez at right now.
Okay.
She's the only black queen in the middle of Monroe Street. She left there by herself. We was there, the whole La Villa area, from the Rich Theater all the way down to Monroe Street. It was owned by black folks. It was like Harlem.
Okay.
Okay? And black businesses all up in there. Yeah, 3 black theaters.
Yeah.
Now, all that is gone. And she's the only one left there. Now, we was there in 1980, 82, 83, when we started it. We walked away from it and don't own anything with this building. That means something wrong. And it ain't wrong with the leadership, it's something wrong with the mentality of the people.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because that right there, and moving from there to this building in 1996, you still don't own anything, it's something wrong.
Yes.
It's something wrong. You see what I'm saying? And I take responsibility for this building, but I'm looking at the bigger picture in terms of African Americans here in Jacksonville.
Yes,
Including
sir.
all of the organizations. We have to anchor ourselves down and start bringing our babies up, like your son, and start bringing them up, man, and getting them at an early age of ownership.
Yes, sir.
See, it's too late for me because of the age, all right? But the point is that I got grandchildren.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I have grandchildren here and I have grandchildren overseas, and I'm saying we have to tell them young babies, listen, you got to start developing yourself to become business entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
When that you ain't gonna be working for the boss or for Pharaoh all your life.
Yes.
We need to let them take our responsibility and not be like some of the elders that I talk to say their children don't even want what they got. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You die and leave your children a house or a raggedy car, or you leave them land.
That's clear and free. Yeah.
Okay, and you mean to tell them, they tell you in your face they don't want it? Something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something is wrong. You know, so we need to have rites of passages before we even get into religion. We need to have rites of passages that these young boys will come and know what it is, or know the responsibility of manhood is,
Gotcha.
because it's something lacking.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And I think that's where it's going to narrow down to. We need to not only just teach our boys not to just hold a gun, and that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Self-defense, you got to have that. Brother Malcolm said that.
Yes, sir.
Okay? But we got to teach them how to have ownership in terms of economic power. That's what we need to, that's what it's going to narrow down to. Right now, Pharaoh don't need us no more. And I think through this COVID that we don't went through it, they don't need us no more. You see what I'm saying? You either going to walk away or you're going to stay a slave.
Right.
And I choose to walk away.
Yes, sir.
Just for dignity. Just to say, well, I'm a man, I can take care of my own. I choose to walk with. And we have to we got to start teaching our young babies that, like I said, for some of us, we got a certain kind of mindset, and we're thinking that white power structure is going to be here forever. It's over. Their time is up.
Yeah.
The thing that we have to do, if we say that we're gods and we from the Most High, we all are the children of God, we got to prove it. We got to prove it.
Execute.
We got to execute.
Yes.
You know, like Brother Malcolm said a long time ago, anytime you got to go to your boss and beg him for a job, you're in bad shape. So we was taught, I want to be free. I want to work for myself. I want my children to come up and work for myself.
Yes.
Now, you know?
Now, I gotta ask a quick question before I close out with you, brother. What can you tell people that are, in leadership positions, in different organizations, in this city? What jewels can you drop on them to tell them to intensify in the need of what their work is to continue to be doing? Similar to all the work that what jewels can you drop for them to succeed and to intensify? Because I'm taking ears on this when you say this, brother, too.
We all got to cooperate with each other. We gonna have to set aside our ego. We gonna have to get along with each other. And it don't necessarily mean that I'm gonna agree with you on everything. It's something wrong with a person agree with a person on everything.
Right.
I haven't found nobody on this earth that say they know everything. That ain't happening. We have to take what we have and say, hey, look, first thing I think that we need to do, and this is one of the things I hope that before I pass on that we can set up. We need to set up an elder council. That's crucial, man. That's crucial. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't have nobody to go to a council. We don't have to be an individual. And I think that too. I think Brother Ali Muhammad said this.
Okay.
That we need to actually really have a council set up the way in that whatever we differ on, we can go before the council. Just like white man call you, knock on your door, and tell you he needs you to come to court. You ain't got a problem doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, brother, we need you to come on over here because you don't handle your business right when you had that activity going on. You overcharge people.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So we in terms of leadership, we shouldn't expect leaders to get paid for everything that they do. We should expect service from them.
Yes.
We shouldn't expect that, look, I'm doing this for the people.
Yes.
And if we are honest with ourselves, we know that whenever we put somebody in leadership position, we shouldn't allow them to do all the thinking. I think that's one of the main things, that he become God. Okay. You see what I mean? And we can't operate unless he say something. That's gone. Nobody don't want that. Ain't nobody gonna follow nobody think. I know I ain't.
Yeah.
If I'm following you and I see you you overloading yourself, brother, I think it's my responsibility to take half of that responsibility.
And just come and assist.
Yeah, brother, listen, man. This brother here, he got a family. Look, let's take some of this load off this brother.
Now, I gotta ask a question. Another one. I'm sorry to double up on it. That statement with Malcolm X, that's a soulful statement. You know what he said? That being the dead of the dead. Jacksonville, he said the dead of the dead. From your living since 1996, have you seen or do you feel that it has been a collectively change within the black people, the black race, melanated African American in Jacksonville, Florida, or is it still kind of content from your observations?
I think we're going back to sleep because once this is closed, I'm expecting somebody else to open up and do better.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just straight at it. I'm looking at, wow, man. We had this organization, that organization now. We ain't got nowhere to go. But I would say this: you got Auntie Peaches down the street. You got the sister that got the health place right on Davis Street. What the name is? Well, she got the restaurant.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Posh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So we seen spot. We see the brother around the corner around there, the rock spot brother. So we got spots.
Yes.
That's good, but it ain't enough.
Right. And that's why I'm so hurt.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's not enough. You know what I'm saying? So we need to. Me personally, I think we need to do when we do poetry at our activity, because we got to have a social outlet.
Yes.
You just can't.
This pillar right here, man. This is a pillar. You are a pillar right here, and this is not gonna be here anymore. I remember coming here, getting my first lecture or whatnot, man, and I just had a moment because I didn't know that this place existed. And to get that and to know that you're gonna be leaving, how do you feel about that?
Well,
All the work, how does it feel?
Well,
I'm not saying it's a relationship, but it's like, you about to go. How do you feel?
Well, it's just like a relationship that you have with your wife. You know what I'm saying? It come up time when you got to move on. If that woman ain't treating you right, you got to move on. It ain't the building.
Yeah.
It's the heart. So we affected people that came in here, and there are people who come in here, like I said, people come in here and boo-hoo cry. But they got to understand it's time for me to move on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, because you got to have, it's just like when this administration put another president in office, he got to go before Congress. Okay, where can we pass this on to? Come on. Well, okay, we want to pass this on to a conscious community. Where they at?
Yeah.
We want to pass this on to those who in the nation building. Where they at? You understand me?
Yeah.
So it means that, hey, I can feel good about it. Somebody say, hey, look, let's keep this going. Let's change some things around. Boom,
Right.
boom, boom.
You done done your work. You
Yeah,
the money for the building.
Let's move up.
Yeah.
But you ain't got nobody stepping up, wanting to say anything, so it ain't my fault. Because I done went to there and knocked on the door.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So that means, like I said, that only adds to we done went back to sleep. You see what I'm saying? Because if you can't pick up a responsibility that already laid the foundation with Dr. Umar Johnson, Ms. Shahzad Ali, Booker T. Coleman, we could just go in there and change this thing around. You got kitchen, you can catch the house thing, and you mean to tell me we gonna sit? No, bro.
Yeah.
No, bro. We going back to sleep.
Brother, I'm gonna
And
say.
two now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Why would Malcolm mention Atlanta, Georgia, and Jacksonville? You know, Muhammad Ali had Miami locked down. Okay, because he bought the mosque there, and I think his parents were from Miami.
Okay.
Okay, so that was locked down. Why he would mention Jacksonville, Florida, and Atlanta? At least I can say Atlanta did step up the pace because they had Imam Jamil Al-Amin. You had the Black Panther Party headquarters.
Yeah.
Okay, then you had Dr. York on the outside of Atlanta. So you really had a core of a consciousness coming. But why that not coming here in Jacksonville, Florida? Okay, Imam Jamil Al-Amin, H. Rap Brown, we hosted him to come in 1992 down at the Omni Hotel. Okay, it was about 300 people there. Okay, now, why hadn't those who said that they represent Black Revolution, why did they step up to the plate and form a council?
That's a good question.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think that's what's needed, brother. You know, I would love to see a elder council, and you have some brothers that been here a while and know what's going on. We had a couple of brothers who passed on the other side, but it ain't too late for us to start with an elder council.
Yeah.
And these young boys having the rights of passing. That's very important, man. Very important. Other than that, we just going around in circles.